order to buy, right? If they don't have the savings aside from, what's in their equity. But if you can never sell, that's ideal.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I say it all the time. The wealthiest people I've met doing this are not CEOs, and they're people that were blue collar. My stepdad was a sheriff. We've had a lot of cop clients, and they're getting to retirement age, and they've got 4 or 5 properties, and there's some good wealth in that now, because if all 4 or 5 of those properties are $1 million, you've now got whatever your pension was, and now presumably 4 or 5 paid off houses at $1 million. That's an extra $5 million to put in to whatever the retirement plans are. And that's pretty solid.
It's like cash in your pocket. If you have $100 in your pocket, you're going to spend it on who knows what. But if you put $100 in your savings, you'll never touch it. And that's what we have to do with home ownership. I know as real estate investors for ourselves, there's never been a time where I'm like, this is a great time to buy and I feel really comfortable and this is a great investment. I've always felt like, how am I going to swing it? Oh, am I doing the right thing? Should I save my money? I'm just going to jump, right? And we've put all of our money in these different investments. It's never felt good.
It always feels a little scary.
It always feels scary.
And think about hindsight. What would have been the perfect time to buy? Obviously, after 2008, right? What are they? They called the bottom 11, but in 11 it didn't feel like the right time. So now go back to 2020. That didn't feel like the right time. And I bought late in 2020 because I closed on Halloween. Everything started going ape shit in March, April. We get to October, you kind of felt like prices were getting pushed up, right? If you had bought in October of 2020, you thought maybe this $800,000 house that was 710 earlier in the year, maybe it's not a good time. In hindsight, holy crap, should have bought 10 more of those. We'd be doing this from Hawaii right now.
Right. Every investment that we've purchased has always felt like a terrible time, felt like I don't know how we're going to afford it. What are we going to do? But all of them have gone up in value, 20%, 30%.
Well, real estate historically has.
Yeah.
So it's not really
over 30 years.
Yeah, over a period of time, right? It's never really been a loser. It only matters if you sell, right? But if it's an asset that you're going to hang on to long term, you're always going to come out winning.
Right. But it is tempting to sell every day.
Sure.
Right? Don't you?
Cash out?
You get I, as a realtor, get the email, this is how much equity you have. And you're like, ooh.
But you know what kills you is the idea of renting. Because then you're not in the game. And you're just on the sidelines at that point, and you're not saving.
Yeah.
And all that
or
money just
savings.
And that keeps going up every year.
Think about the swell. It's like in 2020, if you got in as everything rose, you were in the swell. You know what I mean? Like you're in it, moving with it. And even if it came down a little after, but you were in it and it came back down, it's okay. Who's going to be able to time that all perfectly? Who got out right in 06 and sold everything, let everything crash and rebought everything in 11? Like that didn't happen, The 2 properties
I did sell early on, if I would have just weathered the storm, I would be up 50% equity today. But at that time, it felt so scary and overwhelming. Right. It was like, just sell them and get rid of them. And now I'm like, ooh, really should have kept everything.
I always just look at houses like a piggy bank. Never like you're spending the money. Like, look, you go buy a pair of shoes and you're not getting that back.
Right.
You invest in real estate and it's just a little bank for you. I mean, because you can cash it out almost at any time if you really needed to, but it's just going to keep going up, up, and up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just what, just my observation.
Yeah.
I think we're in a good business, right? I mean, we are like in a business where we can help people make money, and we just happen to be the ones that help them do it.
Right.
And then we make money on it. So it's like a win-win for everybody.